last year we had a big thing about Paul McCartney being dead.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how much of it was planned and how much was planned by you.
It had nothing to do with me. There is a rumour that he is dead, actually, but the first I heard about it was in the press, you know, or from those... I don't know how it happened. It's a mystery to Paul, it was a mystery to me. None of us knew what it was about or whatever. But of course they credited it to me or Paul, saying, you know, that it was publicity seeking, and we did it.
Following the rumors spread in October 1969, special magazines were printed and memorial records appeared on the radio.
At the end of strawberry fields, John says I buried Paul.
Brother Paul, I'm crying. Are you really lying?
Son, we hate to see
what's new? Did Judas talk to you, or did you put the whole world on?
St. Paul, performed by Detroit singer Terry Knight, was the most famous Paul is Dead song. In May 1969, 5 months before the rumors started spreading, the song was released in Detroit already. The record label states that the song was published by Macklin Music. That's John Lennon and Paul McCartney's publishing firm. St. Paul would turn out to be the only non-Beatles song ever published in their catalog.
Had a different view. Hey there, Paul, what's new? Did Judas talk to you, or did you put the whole world on? I think there's something wrong. It's taken you too long to change the world.
That same month, New Zealand singer Shane Haynes performed the same song, and it became a huge hit.
The St. Paul.
When Shane's cover of St. Paul reached #1 in New Zealand in August 1969, Paul McCartney sent his best wishes via telegram.
It was too far out for us to have thought of it, you know. And it wasn't a very, I don't know, it was a peculiar thing. I don't know what it was about.
You didn't listen, St. Paul. You didn't listen, St. Paul. You didn't listen, St. Paul.
In April 1970, Paul released his first solo album. They say life is a bowl of cherries, and the album cover shows a spilled bowl of cherries. The documentary film and album Let It Be were released. On the album cover, all the Beatles' photos have white backgrounds, except Paul. Paul's background is blood red. Originally, the cover photos were in black and white.
This is roll 29, slate 23, 27.
If this boy dies, you're going to top it.
But it's going to be such an incredible thing, like in 50 years' time, you know. They broke up because Yoko sat on an amp. They see John kept bringing this girl along.
There was very few things that happened to Beatles that weren't really well thought out by us, whether to do it or not. And, you know, what reaction, and would it last forever?
There will be an answer. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
This is actually a Beatle wife
fixing the teeth for one of the Bab 4 ex-people. Bab 3. Bab 3. Bab 3. Bab 3.
So Sergeant Pepper took you by surprise. You better see right through that mother lie. Those freaks was right when they said you was dead. Those freaks was right when they said you was dead.
Most of them scare you, people don't see it, you know, they can do whatever he wants in this world, they're all lined up to please him. It's not just that, it's a bit demonic.
On his second solo album, Ram, are the initials Lily. And almost 40 years later, in Paul's The McCartney Years release,
Let's have little hidden things for fans.
McCartney created Wings.
That's a nice image. Wings. Wings.
It lasted 9 years. Percy Thrillington is one of a handful of albums Paul recorded without using the McCartney name and fame.
Percy Thrillington. There's a lot more going on than you see. People don't know it goes a lot deeper. Percy Thrillington.
The name of the imposter is rumored to be Bill, short of William. There's evidence that Paul McCartney called himself Billy Martin, but he referred to himself by lots of aliases. Apollo C. Vermouth, Bernard Webb, Clint Hammigan, Percy Thrillington, the Fireman, Ian Ickermo. Bill seems to return, though. Why were the Beatles originally considering naming the Abbey Road album Billy's Left Boot? Why did Paul invent the name Billy Shears on the Sgt. Pepper album? Why did Paul design a hidden message, Bill, on the DVD release, The Space Within Us? Why was Paul introduced as William in the control room scene of his autobiographical motion picture, Give My Regards to Broad Street?
You know, William? Oh, great. Wonderful you come on. You know, William? Oh, great. Wonderful you come on. You know, William? Oh, great.
Paul is dead. You know, Paul, it's his humor, you know. I don't know.
The Fireman, another secret project. When the Beatles Anthology 1 was released in November 1995, the Beatles produced a new song, Free as a Bird. Anthology 2 was ready for release in February 1996. 2.5 million copies were loaded onto trucks and were about to leave the factory, heading for the stores. Paul McCartney demanded they change direction at the last minute. Instead of heading to the stores, they were returned, and all of them burned. Paul paid $12 million to have them destroyed.
Why did they do it? I don't know, really. I just had to.
The official explanation was that 2 songs had to change place.